What's up, everybody? Couch Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video. And in this video, we're going to be breaking down one tip to counter every single duelist. So if you really want to have tips and tricks so that you can shit on the enemy Reyna, Jett, Raze, we got a tip for you in this video. So make sure you watch to the end, smash that like and subscribe, and go to the GameLeap website right now for high quality in-depth guides giving you step-by-step instruction on decision making, mechanical tips, and much more. You got to go check it out right now. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now, duelists can be some of the most powerful characters in the game, and they can be incredibly dominant when you're up against a really good one, but there's nothing better than just outplaying a duelist over and over again. First up, let's talk about the tips to counter Yoru. Now, a tip that's actually really easy to pull off and very consistent is if you know that a Yoru is going to actually pop a flash off the wall and then teleport to the place where he threw an aggressive teleport, it's very easy. All you got to do is have your crosshair head level and spray the second you hear him teleport. Pretty simple stuff, but way too many Yorus are getting away with this aggressive play, and it really should never work against disciplined enemies. On top of that, you gotta be very careful when the Yoru is ulting not to reload when he's nearby, because the whip out animation for a shorty is so quick that he's going to be able to kill you before you finish your reload very, very easily. And if you're not looking at him, he can do the same thing. So you have to be hyper aware, be careful. You could even bait it out or bait out a reload, but just be really careful that he doesn't just get to free to tap you out of his ultimate. Now, the next character that we really got to talk about is Phoenix. Now, one of the things about Phoenix is, unfortunately for Phoenix mains, Phoenix's flash is really easy to turn on. It's something that with a little bit of dedication and practice, you're going to be able to turn on these flashes very often, but you just have to be very careful about the open space that you're running through. And when an enemy Phoenix flashes, you have to be ready for it. If you practice the fundamental mechanics of doing that 180 and then that 180 again, you're going to be able to make it so Phoenixes turn that corner expecting you to be blind, and you're not, and you're just going to be able to shit on him over and over again, unfortunately for Phoenixes. But the big tip I actually wanted to give you when going up against Phoenixes is how to actually engage his ult. What are you supposed to do? Because I think that's the most powerful aspect of Phoenix's kit is his ultimate. It's going to get a lot of value typically, and a lot of people don't know what to do. Sometimes people are running away from it. Sometimes people are fighting it. So how do you actually challenge a Phoenix's ultimate? Well, the first thing that you need to do is make sure that you're on the same page with your teammate. It's very important that you very quickly call, I'm running from it, I'm challenging it, because it's way better for you to challenge it together with the teammate, or both of you run away, than one of you to challenge and one of you to run away, so that you can't get any value off each other. You can't focus fire it down together. Another thing that you need to make sure that you don't do is you don't hold open space up against the Phoenix ultimate, especially if you run up to try to challenge him. Oftentimes, if he hears it, there's very low risk for him to just flash the corner and then challenge you. Unlike normally where a Phoenix's full body is running up, he might be a little bit scared to flash because you might be holding incredibly close, and if you are and he tries to set up for a flash, you could like peek him very fast prematurely and kill him for free. But often when a Phoenix is in his ultimate, he's not afraid of those things. He's gonna flash. If you're close, he's gonna run and gun you with the Phantom, and if you're far away, you're gonna get completely caught by his flash. So if you're holding open space, be ready to turn on that flash, which is a little bit higher risk, or make sure that you're actually playing around some sort of cover so you can actually kill that Phoenix ultimate. You can get information, so if the Phoenix flashes, you can actually just back off and run away before the Phoenix ultimate ends, or if enemies are chasing behind the Phoenix ultimate, you can just kite completely away. Now, the next character that we really got to talk about is Raze. Now, there's several different ways to actually shut a Raze down. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that her boombot gets as little value as possible. So if you have a teammate that's holding a compromised angle to boombot, it is very important that you pressure it out or you kill the boombot altogether, because you really don't want it detecting your teammate. This is very freaking important and something that teammates don't do enough. If the boombot is going directly for your ally holding a really tight angle and you shoot it, not only does it not reveal your ally, but now the enemies are focused on you, and it's gonna allow your ally to get a lot more free value. Another thing that you should be doing very consistently up against Raze is bait out nade on purpose. A lot of Razes will actually throw nade off the rip, and it really doesn't cost you very much time at all, or a simple rotation, maybe 15-20 seconds max, just to bait out that paint shells for almost free without taking any damage. And you definitely don't want to be playing into this over and over again, because different Razes are going to use it differently, and if they hold it and they sandbag it, you can catch them off by pushing in quite a bit more aggressively. And if they use it right off the rip, you can just wait it out, and there's different ways to play around it, but if you can bait it out, it's going to be a lot easier going forward into the round. Now, the last tip I would give you up against Raze is practice vertical flicks. I think this is something that a lot of people don't practice, whether it's aim labs, whether it's training. Practicing vertical flicks is very important because a lot of Razes will try to fly up very high over you when they're ulting, because a lot of people aren't consistent enough at hitting vertical flick headshots. But if you put the practice in, you're going to be able to shit on Razes over and over again. Now, the next character that we really got to talk about is Reyna. Reyna is picked in almost every single ranked game, so you're definitely going to need some tips to shut her down. Now, the first tip I would definitely give you is insta-spray flashes. Oftentimes, a Reyna will throw out a flash, and she's trying to get some information. She's trying to swing after the fact, but if you instantly spray it and then flick head level, oftentimes you're going to be able to catch that Reyna off. However, if you already sprayed the first flash, you gotta be careful, because sometimes what Reynas will do is they'll be holding like the main angle, they'll throw out a flash and then you'll shoot it, then they'll push up to the corner and throw another flash pretty far and then peek simultaneously. So you flick to the left and the Reyna's already out and you can't possibly flick back before she kills you. That is why it's really good if you destroy that first flash, you gotta reposition towards natural cover. Somewhere where if the enemy actually throws out another flash, instead of shooting it, you're actually just going to back away, because you don't wanna risk her doing that flash and then peeking instantly. That can be very problematic, and she's probably gonna get that kill off, because sometimes the first flash is just made to set up the second flash plus a swing. Now, the last thing that you need to understand about Reyna is it's so damn important for you to commit to a full 2v1. You can't just get into these situations where you're taking progressive 1v1s with Reyna over and over and over again. And oftentimes, you might not be ready to go, but if your teammate is going and challenging a Reyna, you need to challenge them too, and you need to try to do your best to not challenge Reyna solo. You see a Reyna, you're on a lurk, you're by yourself, the Reyna sees you, and you're gonna get in a gunfight with her, just freaking leave, because it's not worth giving her full shields. It's not worth not finishing her off. It's very, very important that you're fighting her together. Now, the last character that we really need to talk about is Jett. And Jett is just one of the most powerful freaking duelists in the entire game, one of the most powerful characters in the entire game. So actually shutting her down is just so damn important. Now, of course, you really want to make her waste her dash, and however you have to do it, whether you have to use utility, whether you have to use AoE, it's very important to make her waste her dash, and then when you do, you got to track her abilities. Overall, tracking Jett's abilities is very important, because you're going to take matchups way different up against the Jett that either has dash, doesn't have dash, is one kill the dash. There's a lot of different ways that you want to challenge a Jett depending on what she has. Like, for instance, if a Jett just used her dash, she doesn't have dash, oftentimes you want to catch her off during the ending animation, or you want to kill her or challenge her when she can't dash away. So you're going to take an aggressive duel, even if you have to take it somewhat alone. It's better than not taking it at all or letting her back away. Now, that being said, if she's one kill towards dash, right, she already has that one kill, she's about to get a second one. If you challenge her and you lose the duel, she's gonna get a dash again. So if you and a buddy are challenging her together, but you're a second too quick, the Jett is gonna get that dash again, and then your buddy's gonna get screwed because he's gonna turn the corner, the Jett's gonna dash away, and now he's in a true 1v1 again. So there's a lot of different intricacies in the matchup, and I think ultimately making it so you really bait out this very powerful ability. There's a lot you could put into baiting it out, and it's very important, whether it's spraying, using utility, whatever you need to do. Very important, because it's almost like a second life with the character. So definitely something that you should be trying to do and track often. But go to the GameLeap website if you want in-depth advanced tips and tricks, VOD reviews, map guides, agent courses. We got it on the GameLeap website. So just go check it out right now if you want to improve. Thank you so much for coming by. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I love your faces, and I'll see y'all next time.